Welcome back to the Midnight Broadcasting Network on YouTube. My name is SlayJ4, and it's been a long time coming. YouTube channel has not been busy over the past few months, as you guys can clearly tell. Last race was, I think, in June, back for our Pocono Raceway Cup Series finale. And sadly, we're not able to get a few Truck Series or Xfinity Series races at the end either. So we're now committed to making sure we have every single series broadcasted every single week, so you guys can not only see great action on a consistent basis, daily basis, I guess you could say. We also want our guys to get the much publicity as they can, and alongside, speaking of publicity, the guy who did not get much publicity after winning the it was the Burris Moonlight Series. That's what it was last season. Sorry, still trying to refresh memory. Last year's Burris Moonlight Series, which is now a Ronin Imports National Series champion, Jay Hyper, will be joining me in the booth full-time for the Ronin Imports National Series, and we also will have a guest from time to time. None this week, but Jay, welcome to the booth, man. Glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here, man. I mean, being the past champion of this series, I just look forward to a great season of racing in these Xfinity cars. Really hoping to see some of the people on my radar really shine here today.
That's the thing, Jay. Now, last season, you could say, we didn't get it broadcasted, so a couple of Cup guys like myself ran on a weekly basis. But you were one of the only ones who finished the season who ran with those Xfinity guys every week from the beginning of the season. Is there anybody who you have your eye on tonight who is in the lobby here?
If I had to choose one guy that I know is looking to just come out at Daytona with some fire, I would say it's Noko. Last season, he was in the Cup Series and got demoted after some, questionable decisions, I guess, on the track. But now he's coming back for season 2, and he's looking to put fire in his racing and trying to get back in the Cup.
That is the ultimate goal here, Jay. As you know, you try to worry about the series. This year we do not have a truck series, so I guess the bottom series, you could say, for our customs is the Ronin Imports National Series. As we turned our truck series into a default series, which we featured on Thursday, same day as the trucks were. And that's not really comparison. It's not like the defaults is the worst we have. It's just a separate branch of Midnight Racing. As you see on your screen, the reason the 2 car is there. That was what Jay Hyper drove to victory lane a few times last season, and he was able to drive to a championship. But Jay, you mentioned Noko. Noko, yeah, he was in our Cup Series. Great guy. Even though he got demoted, some people when they get demoted, they just want to leave and go find a new league. But Noko stuck with us. He's back full time, still trying to prove himself that he belongs in the Pocono Raceway Cup Series here at Team MBN. So right now, Jay, it's Daytona, week 1, a lot of hype in the air. First race of the season, technically, to be broadcasted. How do you think these guys are feeling? Because you went through this last season. You ran with us a couple times in separate leagues. This was your first time running us at Midnight full time. How do you think these guys are feeling right now?
I mean, being in that position last season, it's nerve-wracking, man. Yeah, you're coming into a league. You run practice. I know last season, we had so many practice every week. I was pretty confident going to the race, but I still had those butterflies in my stomach thinking, what if I screw up? What if I can't do what I have been doing in practice all week? So there's a lot of pressure, and you just gotta bring your A game.
Yeah, that's for sure. Because when you say bring your A game, yourself, like I said, started in the Xfinity Series, you could say. We call it National Series, and you worked your way to Cup. Now driving the 2 car for Penske, kind of weird. Drove the 2 car for RCR. Now the 2 for Penske. On the Team Penske team, owned by Diesel Rothgeb. And teammates with me, it's also kind of funny. how was your team owner at RCR, and now we're teammates at Penske, so that's pretty cool. But not to mention, also J_Mons is his PSN name. Another guy started in trucks, actually. I think he was probably to move up the quickest. Started in trucks, probably one of the cleanest guys we ever had, who just started off quickly and was able to move their way up. And he's already running Cup right now in the number 9 with Jerem Keffer at Hendrick Motorsports. That just shows a lot of hard work and dedication can move you through the ranks of any league. But to mention this, we want to go through our any updates on the roster. You guys might see we're going to have a starting order here in a couple of minutes. We should get green flag going around 8:10, 8:15, around there. So the pre-race show will be a little bit longer than usual. We had some update queues, you could say. Updates take a little longer than they planned. So we'll have to go along a pre-show. We might get a couple of guys in here for a pre-race interview. But to mention, that one guy who ran MBN, the Cup Series to start Season 1, like the first 5 races, and was not able to race with us due to his work schedule. He is back now, and kind of a league policy. Jay knows this. You kind of have to start low and work your way up. So he's running in the 1 car for Junior Motorsports until he proves himself. Moving up to Cup. We also have, I think, other new guys. So you guys remember H-Route. He'll be in the 61 for Xfinity. You have Trey in the 5. Marcus E-Dub's back in the 6. He's full-time Cup. He'll be running tonight in the Xfinity. You have Will Mosley from the back, who's probably been... if there's one guy that you can mention in our lower series who's been here since the beginning, that's going to be Will Mosley. He's been here since day one. He will tell you that. If you talk to him about MBN, first thing he might say is, I've been there since day one. So I think Jay knows that too. He's always bragging about that. But we also have in the field a couple of Cup regulars. We have this 60, also Redleg, sorry, I forgot to mention Redleg, who's in our truck series. He's here this year as well. You have Voltage in the 20, NoCo, like Jay mentioned, in the 19, New World Order in the 18. The number 12, Smoke Z-Mog, another newcomer that we've known, as we, that means me, Voltage, Keffer, we've known him since Heat 2, a bunch of years ago, and he's back with us in an Xfinity series here, trying to prove himself once again. And Big Destroyer, Cup regular in the 77, Diesel Rothgeb, runner-up in last year's Xfinity Championship, full-time Cup, like we said. He's in the 22. And yeah, so we got a stacked field here tonight for the Xfinity series. It's just, as a league admin, it's just so exciting to have get through Season 1 and to have the same support, the same motivation, make Season 2 as good as Season 1. It's just incredible. But Jay, getting close to race time here. Who is your picks for the Ronin Imports 300 at Daytona? Who you looking to get the first win of the season?
Who am I looking for in this race tonight? I know in practice the number 10 car was always fast. I know he's may not make the field tonight. They're doing an update issue maybe. But other than Will in the 10, I may pick Redleg starting outside pole. Well, there is a lineup already posted.
Yes, there is. Thank you. Redleg, and first one I mentioned, there will be a couple of custom cars. Smokes and Buck in a 12. For teams that did not have Roush Fenway, like Fluffy, who owns Roush, one Xfinity team. So with the availability of custom cars, you like 60, the 6, those are Roush Fenway cars. They're just in custom cars. There will be custom 51 representing Joe Gibbs, excuse me. That'll be driven by NWO I-25. We also have the 12 Z-Mog representing Penske and the 77 of Big Destroyer representing Penske. And Will Mosley in the 9. I want to clarify that. He is Jerem's 9 car. But starting order, as you heard from Jay, you have outside pole is Redleg in the 60, but inside of him is the 51 of NWO I-25. Next, P3, row 2, you have that one guy. Yes, it is that one guy. Outside him is Voltage in the 20. Row 3, you have the 61 of H-Route. Next to him is JRM Kepper in the 7. Row 4, you have the 19 of Noco and the 6 of Marcus E-Dub. Row 5, closing up this top 10 is Smokes the Mug in the 12 and Trey in the 5. Row 6, you have the 9 of Will Mosley and the 18 of New World Order. And closing out the field in row 7, you have the 22 of Diesel Rothkeb and the 77 of Big Destroyer. And that is your field for the night. We're trying to... So we had an update issue on the number 9 car. I guess we're still in inspection for that machine. Previous inspection. So wait a couple more minutes on him. With that, Jay, to keep our viewers intrigued, let's see if we can get Jerem Keffer in this party, if you may. If you can send him an invite.
Will do.
Cancel.
Alright, invite on.
See if we can get him in here. Jerem Keffer in the number 7 for Jerem Motorsports. Not only in the MBN Ronin Pro National Series, but in the NASCAR Pro League. Now driving that filter time car. Jerem Keffer, do you have a copy with us?
I do.
So Keffer, last season in the Pocono Raceway Cup Series, you were able to come up with 1 win and come up just shy of the Final 4, finishing 5th in the season points. Overall, great season though. How are you looking to rebound into this season? Yes, this is the Ronin Pro National Series, which you are running full time as well for the Cup Series. But how are you looking to for your season 2 at MBN? What's your goals for this season?
Win more races.
That is always the goal, indeed.
I mean, it's it's Heat 4. The game's a little different now. I think this game suits my driving style more, or you have to build these setups to take care of the tires and the car. And the couple races I won and on Heat 3 in Season 1 came down to tire wear, and that was pretty uncommon on Heat 3, so it should be a lot more common here on Heat 4, so I'm just looking forward to it, and I like racing, it's a lot of fun, so looking for some wins and good finishes and good racing.
I will say, to mention that even though you only had 1 win in the Cup Series, at the end of the season, when most people running trucks in Xfinity, you still had a lot of wins in there. So 1 win in the Cup Series, estimate, I think you had around 5 wins overall, 6 wins overall?
Yeah, something like that.
Around that? Yeah, so the season was still very good. Now that teams developed, of course, you've had Will Mosley on your team for a while now, since the beginning. And now with the addition to Justin Mons at Hendrick, what's the overall goal for Hendrick Motorsports and Junior Motorsports for this season? The playoffs are 10 cars for Cup, 8 for Xfinity. Is there any goals there?
Yeah, I'd like to get everybody in the playoffs, and I'd like to, obviously I want to win the championship, but we do have a team, and it's good to see, like I think I heard you say earlier, Justin, kind of came into the trucks, performed really well, did exactly kind of like what we looked for here, moved up to Xfinity, and actually he was racing Hyper for
him and Diesel
truck championship.
Him and Diesel
and a few races.
Yeah.
Then he came on Xfinity and ran well. Then now he's in the Cup, so looking forward to that. Will, he's been here since the beginning, and he started out in the developmental series and then the truck series, and now here he is in the Xfinity series with a full-time ride. So I just want to see those guys perform well, and we got some new guys to the team for Xfinity. And we got that one guy, and that it? Me? Yeah, I think. So I see these guys do well. I mean, we'll work on setups together and stuff, and just try to have a good season. And like I said, I just want to see good racing. I just don't want to see all this caution fest that we saw a lot on Heat 3, and I think Heat 4 is going to provide a good platform for us to have good races.
It's true. For someone who's played Heat 4 for a while now, you can realize that the ping pong effect is gone, and it's much easier to beat and bang, and pretty much potential to of course Heat 3 you would get someone's door, and either you would both go just split ways, or of course probably both want to wreck. Now that doesn't happen. You can beat and bang, whatever you want to do. on NASCAR Heat 4. Anything else you want to say, Keffer, to the crowd watching at home for race number 1 of the season?
Yeah, since we have the platform, people watching, make sure you tune in on Wednesday night to the NASCAR Heat Pro League. It's Kansas. My teammate and I from Junior Motorsports are in the running for the playoffs. We need to make sure we do better than Slade.
That's true, yeah.
But I think we're in good shape to at least get to the next round. Hopefully, car's good there. But hopefully everybody tunes in, and watches the race. I think the races, especially for the PS4 side, have been really good lately. So I'd like to see it continue. And should be a good show on Wednesday night. So hope everyone tunes in.
Is that all you gotta say? Is that it?
Yeah. What, you want me to say something else?
Filter time.
Yeah.
What Kemper is trying to say is, make sure you, if you're looking for any filters, make sure to go check out Filter Time.
Well, I saved that for the actual Pro League races. But yes, the Filter Time Chevrolet is very fast. I think we definitely have a top 5 car for that race. We got to have some luck. Luck hasn't been our friend lately in some of the Pro League races. We've been in position a few times to get, I wouldn't say maybe not necessarily the win, but at least a second, third place finish, and then something seems to always happen. So hopefully, Kansas, we're going to try to keep our nose clean and be there when it counts.
For sure, man. So first, wish you good luck on tonight's race, and part of me wants to wish you bad luck for Wednesday, but and good luck at the same time. But nonetheless, that's Jerem Keffer 7, driver of the number 7 in the Ronin Imports National Series and the NASCAR Pro League. Good luck, bud.
Thank you.
We do have to beat that guy, not gonna lie. 14 points down, we have to beat him on Wednesday. That's cool thing, though, that if you guys have seen the point standings, also kind of mid-break here, if you go to the news for that NASCAR Heat 4 has on the, I don't know what it's called, I think it's called like News Station or something like that. Newsfeed, sorry. If you go to Newsfeed, like here, you can see that they have Pro League as Kansas, and as Kepper just said, you see that Wood Bros Gaming Go Fast are trying to catch the JR Motorsports team. So that should be a great race, though. Nonetheless, Kansas provides great racing. Everyone's going to be top side, a lot of slide jobs, so it should be very interesting. Now, Jay, we're going to see if we can get old voltage. We're going to have to, this should be it. Should be it. That's what we need to get. So just try and get voltage in the party, please. Alright, thank you. Sorry, guys. Pre-race shows normally do not take this long, usually about 10 minutes, 5 minutes, but we've had some, we'll say, inspection went a little slow here this week in the infield. Let's see if we can get him in the party. Elvis party is to allow. We should have till 8:25 green flag. All right, Jay. We're gonna wait on bags here for a minute, and then we'll get started. So this is kind of just a general question. What's your favorite thing about Heat 4? Yes, and we're kind of trying to linger this on, but we do have to try and fill the time slot. Well, Jay, what do you think, in your perspective, is the biggest improvement to NASCAR Heat 4 in general?
What do I think is the biggest improvement? I mean, the physics. I feel like you can actually feel the car. You can't just dive it in the corner anymore. You actually have to lift earlier than you would on Heat 3 to make the actual corner. The car just doesn't, you can't just dart the corner anymore. Like dart the car into the corner. You can't do that. I've tried that. You just go up the hill or you spin out. One, two. It's not going to work. So the physics are a lot better. And just the racing should be a lot better too with that. You won't be seeing someone making it 3-4 wide because the car can just stick down there anymore.
I'll agree with that. Physics are a huge improvement for NASCAR 4 from Heat 3. I like to say graphics, because the graphics are amazing compared to Heat 3. But I'm having to go with the tire model. I love the fact that you have to try and save tire and conserve your car, because because there's been a lot of default lobbies and even custom lobbies where you've seen someone. I think in our Iowa, I think it was our default Iowa exhibition race. It was not broadcast, unfortunately. For example, I believe it was. I think it was Rowdy. I want to say he was 2 seconds ahead of the field, just killing everybody. And you know, each stage is 18 laps, and around lap 13, 14, Rowdy started falling back, and everyone started coming up, and it was just so cool to see that guys would move around the pack as the laps went on. So that was just, I mean, that's my favorite part personally. I don't know if you're a graphics person and you love the graphics, or if you're someone who only cares about physics and you love the physics, you do you. In less than 2 minutes, we will not be able to get voltage in the party. Since the events are going out 2 minutes. We'll see. If guys in the chat, in the YouTube chat, listening to us right now, if you'd like to comment the driver you think is going to win the race, to comment that in the YouTube chat, and we will see if we can get here. I don't know why I can't pull up the chat for some reason on the YouTube. Can you pull up the chat, Jay?
Yeah, I have it.
So people think.
We have Proc is in the chat. He said he thinks Diesel or Voltage will win tonight.
Good
That's
point.
gonna see what we think. I mean, we already made our. I mean, I already made my pick. I think it's gonna be Will Mosley in the 9 or Red Leg in the 60. One of those two.
I don't think I ever made my pick, actually. I'm probably going to have to go with I'm probably have to go with God, it's a hard pick. I'm gonna go with Smoke Z Mog in the 12. Fellow Penske driver. He's got a lot of talent. He's only 14 years old. I think 14 or 15. I might just botch that. 14 or 15. I know that. Very young kid. A lot of talent. I can't wait to see what he can do tonight.
Another thing in the chat, Jason Keffer commented he votes for Jerem_Keffer7. I mean, I think it's like he's pulling for himself there.
Jerem Keffer 7 is selfish. Okay.
Yeah.
We've learned that. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, so it should be in a minute, guys. Once again, we want to apologize for the long pre-show here. Or if you're enjoying this long pre-show, make sure to drop a like and comment if we should do longer pre-shows. Usually shouldn't take as long. Usually the broadcast is going to start around 7:30 when qualifying will. And the race should start around 7:45 or 7:50. Obviously, it is not 7:50. It is pretty much 8:30. So yeah, we should be getting started here soon, though. Sorry, on the YouTube it said we were on NASCAR Heat 3. That is not. You're not there.
Yeah, that is.
We're not on NASCAR Heat 3, ladies and gentlemen. If you came to watch the NASCAR Heat 3, you came to the wrong place.
I mean, you check out the channel, but we have a lot of NASCAR Heat 3 on there.
Oh, for sure. Obviously, Cup Series finale was there we go. Now I can see it. Sorry. Cup Series finale was a fantastic race. Literally 3 cars battling it out for the final 5 laps. I'm trying to think of other great races. Michigan was a fantastic race. God, so many good races on there. I'm pretty sure the pinned race, pretty sure it's Pocono. Or you can watch our Daytona 500. We had the inaugural Cup race we had here, which I believe is at, I want to say 1,000 views already, or near 1,000. So go check that out. Let's see. Give a shout to everyone in the chat. Justin Mons, thank you for tuning in. Titans, Redleg, Dale Anthony, and Jerem Keffer, thank you for tuning in. Tonight's race, obviously Keffer's racing, and voted for himself. Selfish. Didn't even vote for other Jerem drivers, voted for himself. Alright, should we get here in a minute? Let's see. Danny Brown commenting. What's up, DK? That is DK Brown, driver at the number 32 PS4 machine on the NASCAR Pro League. Apparently the rookie, even though we're all rookies because it's the first season, but he's more of a rookie, because that makes sense.
right now they are in the pre-race lobby. It's paused right now. I think they're just waiting for every driver.
That is true. I forgot to mention. Tonight we'll be getting our lineups, onboards, everything. We'll be doing that through the JRM Keffer YouTube. Make sure you go check out Jason Keffer on YouTube. Subscribe to him. That's how we get the onboard for each thing. Get our lineups, what lap we're on, all that. And I believe Red Leg is also live. His YouTube channel. That's what I believe it's, yeah, what's it? Red Leg Racing -757 PSN. Go check him out as well. Those guys, I mean, that's kind of it's kind of a struggle, you could say, right now. It's very hard to see what lap we're on and all that. There should be an update later in the season to get that and get it started in the orders, excuse me, but right now we just got to go through the separate YouTubes. And that was the invite. Sorry for the blue screen, ladies and gentlemen, once again. Alright, thank you to I believe the peak we had was 13. Thank you to the 9 people who are sticking around with us. Let's see, at 5 a Trey, 1 Marcus, you see Marcus, Red Leg in the 60. Alright. Here we go. We're doing the night race, apparently, so that is, I guess the title is misleading. It should be 225 and not 300. Here we go, gotta change that. Hey, we're loading in the lobby here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have 1 pace lap.
Yeah, I guess they're going night racing, so a little bit shorter race, but
let's see, I'm trying to see, this is my first race broadcasting since Heat 3, so I'm trying to see the camera. I think the only thing they changed with the camera is they took away where you can rotate it, so there's no new cameras, but they took away where you can rotate it. Usually when you're in this camera, as you see on your screen, you could rotate it and look around. So, it's gonna be, I don't know if kind of a misfortune, but see, so everyone getting stacked up. This is our 1 pace lap. They go 1 pace lap for 75 miles per hour to get the order set up. We have 15 watching. Thank you to everybody. And Outlaw Racing Channel, thank you for tuning in as well. And Hunty. Cannot forget Hunty in his bright pink and honestly puke gold rim custom car. Cannot forget Hunty in that car. So you see we have the 51 of Rowdy here on front row next to Red Leg, with the 1 of that one guy and Voltage to his outside, with the 18 of New World Order, or that's right, that's the 60 of 61 of H-Route, starting P5. So you guys should be in the restart box here. Here they go. Person in the restart box, and we are green flag. The Midnight Broadcast Arc is live here at Daytona. As we go into turn 1, Rowdy leads the field. The 60 of Red Leg gets down. Voltage left out to dry. He's one of the only cars on the outside, and he might go all the way back to 14th.
I mean, he really may as well. I mean, there's some cars in the back. Look, like there's like a 3-car back in the pack, the 9, the 22, and the 18. Just in the back. 20 will probably get in line somewhere around 10th, I believe. We got some contact already.
Oh, we have 1 car in the wall. That was Marcus E. Dub. He's able to save it. The 5 and the 20 had nowhere to go on that. They get back in line.
Like the 1 car is now getting left to dry out. And get a nice little spot right in front of the 6.
There's that one guy. It is very nice, though, for the broadcasting. Oh, Rowdy tags the apron. They all save there. But it's nice. You see we have the now viewing model on the bottom left of your screen. That is also very nice to have. But as you see how critical it is starting this inside voltage. He started P4, and he is all the way in the back I believe I want to say that's P13. P13, just Trey in the 5, has perhaps lost the draft, and we are double file from the front to the back.
From a file, the 60 got out of line, now he's falling back. They just can't get that outside to work right now. Not enough cars committing to it. Just gotta get someone with you and
had some contact there. The 1 and the 60 made some contact. 7 gets involved. Ooh, and the 22 gets out of whack, and he's into the wall. 1 car incident. He's able to keep it straight, though, as we have a car on the apron trying to save it. And as Marcus, he goes back in line. And you see a 77 car, I would have mentioned, that is a big destroyer in the 77, the black and green Mountain Dew Ford Mustang. Yes, Mountain Dew Ford Mustang. You did hear that correctly. And unfortunately, already 2 cars have lost the draft in this 14-lap stage. We are now on lap 5. That is Diesel Roth in the 22 and Trey in the 5, who have already lost the draft and are seconds behind the leader.
they're really trying to get that outside lane to work, and the 1's already in the wall, got hit by, I believe, the 61 or the 12. I'm not too sure. One of those cars definitely got into him. They're already making contact in the back, too. I mean, right now, I'm analyzing this. People go to the outside, and people are just behind them, aren't going with them. They're just sticking to the inside line and making sure they get their best spot.
You see that the 1 car has some contact up front, and they got out of whack trying to dodge him, and he was able to get put in the wall again, so he will not lose the draft. So this 14-car field is now an 11-car main pack with 3 stragglers. And so, like I said, there goes the 6 of Marcus Edub. And these guys, Roush Fenway teammate. Oh, the 77 puts the 6 in the wall. And that's major contact. Roush Fenway cars, 6 and the 60, both on the wall. Heavy contact between the 2, and that's going to send them off the draft now.
No caution though for it. I mean, it looks like we're trying to get the outside lane to work in the back here, trying to get 77-19, trying to get around the 20. Not gonna work. Just get back in line.
61 bounced off the 51's quarter panel there. He will fall back in line. That was unfortunate. The Roush Fenway cars red leg qualified second. Marcus, they're both trying to work that outside. Had some contact with the 77 of Big Destroyer, and that sent them both into the outside wall.
My question is, who's going to make that first move out here? Like, who's going to make that move to the outside and it actually stick? That's my question. It just seems like everyone's trying to get used to the race. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to make a move. With the group, at least. 61 looking outside now.
We're on board here with Voltage. Oh, the 7 was not clear. Cut off the 18 a little bit there. Voltage has to go to the outside. Evasive maneuvers. And will now join A Trout, his fellow Toyota teammate. Oh, 51 and 61 getting to each other. That slows up that outside line a ton. And the inside lane is going to prevail. That moves. Oh, the 20. I don't know if he hooked bumpers to the 12 or not, but contact with 77, they all save it. And Smoke Z-Mog, the young gun, you could say, who was sitting P2, P3 at the moment, will now fall to the back of this pack, who will be, I want to say, that's the 10th position.
Not sure how many cards are gone, but look at that. 2 wide up front now. Keffer and Rowdy side by side for the race lead. Looks like the 7's going to get a little bit ahead, but I'm not sure. I think that inside lines are going to prevail still.
Toyotas are all in the top 6. Other than Jerem Keffer, Toyotas are all in the top 6. Oh, Noco loose off of turn 4. Who's going to lead this lap? And that's going to go to Rowdy in the 51 with fellow Toyota Alliance teammate, the 61 of A-Trout. But Keffer is getting pushed by 2 other Toyotas of New World Order and Voltage.
Southside lane is really looking to form up. I mean, it's like 6 versus 2 right now. That outside lane is moving. Yeah, they're definitely going to clear our lane here. Not sure how many cars are going to get by, though.
You see the 51 and 61 starting to fall back. Jerem Keffer goes down to keep that bottom line, and teammate Will Mosley drops down as well to make it instead of 6 versus 2 or 7 versus 2. It is now 4v4 and now 5v4, 5v3. And now that outside's still trying to prevail. Toyota's up top, 51.
51, 18 and 20, making that outside work. 61 could go out there with them. We probably try to get the best lane, but seems like taking the inside, no, he goes the outside. He's really questioning himself. Trying to push the 7 here.
They're trying to get all the Toyota machines into the bottom line, and they did so. Noko, who was in the back of this line, so Toyota's Team Toyota, you have first Rowdy, second New World Order, third is Voltage, fifth H-Route, and sixth Noko. Team Toyota trying to do the best they can to work themselves, pretty much enclose themselves into this race in the top 5. As you see on board with Noko, everyone on the inside. Jared Kemper's going to get out to hang. And Voltage in the 61 have some contact. They'll keep it straight though. So now Team Toyota now takes the entire top 5.
Right now we got 4 laps to go that time by, so about 3.5 coming down the halfway down the backstretch. Seems like they're getting antsy for the stage one. People really want to make moves, trying to get the most points for the Xfinity guys. Not sure how the point system's working this year, but
ooh, looks like the 779 made some contact, and as to Jay's comment right there, the point system goes as followed. For first, the pole gives you a playoff point, so the 51 of Rowdy already has a playoff point. Along with stages, the top 5 will get stage points, along with the winner getting a playoff point. It goes 5 points for the winner, 4 for second, and all the way down until 5th place gets 1 point. And the winner of the race for the finishing order will get 40 points and 3 playoff points. Second place will get 35, and it'll work all the way down until we have a last place car. And you see already at the outside forward, once again, that's H-Route in the 61, last year's battle for the truck playoffs, already now in our Xfinity Series getting pushed by team owner Voltage and Noko. Them 3 get all the way down to the bottom, leaving JGR teammate New World Order on the top side.
I mean, here we are. They're coming the 2 to go this time by, I believe.
2 to go,
It's
indeed.
coming down to the stage.
Yep, Team Toyota in the top 4 and 6, with Jerem Keffer, the lone Chevrolet, in 5th. Will Toyota just line up and try to secure themselves to top 5? Or will Rowdy, possibly Noko, pull out and try and get Keffer and New World behind them and push themselves to a stage win?
If anyone's going to pull out, I feel like it's that 19 car of Noko. He really wants that stage win. Really wants it. Trying to... thought he was going to pull out there, but no.
New World Order trying to peek that nose. It's like New World is trying to peek that nose out. To me, that lets people know that he's ready to make a move. The same as there goes Voltage to the outside. Noko's going to go with him. So does Rowdy. Keffer goes to the bottom. New World, trying to see where he goes. That'll be the deciding factor. If he goes low, it's going to be a race. If he goes to the top, top's going to get the run. And they're going to be 3 wide. Jerem Keffer puts him 3 wide. Oh, a little contact between him and the 51. Him and the 61 make contact. 19's in the wall. 7's in the wall. To me, it looked like the 7 made contact with the, I want to say, 51. That got him squirrely. Contact with the 61 ensued, and that just got everyone caught up. But now back to the race lead. It's got a gaggle of cars battling for the back spot. Here we are for the lead. Voltage with H-Route in second. These two look like they're going to try and lead themselves to a stage win. New World and Rowdy in the back. Voltage getting pushed by affiliate in the 61 of H-Route, and he will not be able to do it. Voltage will win stage 1.
Stage 1 winner, Voltage of the number 20. He was dominant last season in that 20 car. In this Xfinity Series, he's just overall like well-rounded driver. I mean, pro league driver, obviously, just really showing why he's here.
Yeah, Voltage. Even though he's a Cup Series regular, he still won a lot of races in the Xfinity Series when Cup guys were able to come down and race. Fun for guys, just dominant. He'll win stage 1. They'll get him his first playoff point of the season, and the first playoff point of the season. I believe second goes to H-Route, third New World Order, fourth Rowdy. I want to say fifth went to Keffer. Fifth went to Will Mosley. Will Mosley will get that extra point that he most certainly needs. He'll be able to get up there and gain an advantage on the rest of the field. And Voltage, after pit stops, will come back out as the leader. One thing I've noticed about Heat 4, a little disclaimer, pit stops are a lot more random in this game. Like, for example, you can easily either, I think if you make an adjustment, that will differ, but you can easily gain 2 spots, lose 2 spots on pit road no matter what happens. And the only person, I think that one guy who was the only one to gain anything, he gained a spot on pit road, moving to 10th. We're back on the way for stage 2 as Toyota's once again 1-2 with Voltage first, New World Order in second. We have Will Mosley third, Diesel Rothgib now up to fourth, and about fifth between Noco and A-Trap.
It's a lot of swerving back and forth. Looks like the inside lane's making a move. No, the 20. I don't know why Voltage went high there. Maybe trying to get that outside lane to work real early, but he's back to the bottom, just getting that 18. May have been trying. That may have been a move to try to get the 9 out of line. I'm not sure.
Oh, contact. Look at 19 and 18 make contact. That hurts the 51. The 7 also in the wall. They're all going to try to get single file and sort it out so they can keep the draft. They possibly might have just lost the draft, though.
Not sure if there's any cars that lost the draft, but 19 car back in fourth place. I mean, 1, 2, 4 for Toyota right now in the top 5. Just working together, trying to get it, and there's the move for third right there, 19.
The 19 going to go to the outside, leave his Toyota teammate in the 18, but he's going to go to fellow Toyota teammate in the 20, Bags, and along with him he has Diesel Rothgeb and the 9 of Will Mosley up top. Also look at 77 and 5 could potentially, 19 and 22 even have some contact.
Looks like the 22 was trying to go to the outside of the 19, and I'm not sure. They made a little contact, but that outside lane just falling back now. After that contact, they lost all their momentum.
And with that, a lot of guys who were in the back of this pack who went to the bottom when they're outside trying to make the move. A-Trout now back up to fourth. Big Destroyer now to fifth, and Trey now up to sixth.
I mean, here at Daytona, it doesn't matter where you start, it matters where you finish. And I know there's some guys who, stage 1, made a little contact, fell back, and now here they are, making their way to the front of the 12. Vogue Z-Mog in third right now, I believe.
Yes. I'll point out we have a pack of 4 who have lost the draft, including the 6 of Marcus and the 60 of Redleg, who lost the draft early in stage 1. We also have guys who are contending for the stage win of the 51 of Rowdy and the 7 of Jerem Kepper, who have also lost this draft or pack of draft. 61 scripts the wall. That's A-Trap.
The stage is 2 laps shorter, 12 laps this stage, and they're already completed 3, so 3.5 laps about complete right here. I mean, if Toyotas can get hooked up like they did stage 1, they're going to dominate this stage just like they did. They just need to get it together.
Yep, I believe, if I'm being honest here, I think there's only 3 Fords in the 22, and then both SHR cars, 00 and 98. The 1 below the apron, looks like they got a little loose there. Maybe able to save it though. Like I was saying, the Fords outnumbered by a lot. As you see, the 77 and the 12, I believe, are the only Fords. Oh, we also have the 6 and the 60 and the 22 in the back. So we have 5 Fords out of a 14-car field. That's a decent number, but it's so many Toyotas.
Here they are making the move to the outside. The 1 and the 20 and the 19.
22's going up there as well.
Now.
Oh, we're going to look potentially 3 wide. Ooh, Voltage peaked this into the like he's going to go 3 wide. I believe he will. The 1 wants to get down and join his Junior Motorsports teammate in the 9 of Will Mosley. Gonna pop back out though.
Back out, maybe trying to get that run from the Toyotas on the high line in the 22 Diesel Rothgeb. And it seems like they're falling back. Outside just not working right now.
We see on board here, battle for 8th. Oh, got some contact. The 1 goes high. Then 20 and the 19 make some contact, and that's going to hurt 2 cars from taking the 5. Spitting through the infield. The 1 car of that 1 guy is against the wall. They too will lose the draft, and that is unfortunate for Trey. He was doing so good for that stage. Copping some contact and was not able to avoid it. Unfortunately,
right now, looks like the... Go ahead.
Fortunately, that brought no caution, and the 1 now lost the draft. He looks like he will join the pack of Rowdy, Jerem Keffer, Redleg, and Marcus. Trey will just have to ride the stage out once again. And you hear Balfour up front. Toyotas, like we said, if they got hooked up. On the inside, it's Toyota of New World in the Ford of Z-Mog, who gets loose off the corner. Falls back in line, and on the outside, which was prevailing, you have Voltage in the 20, on the 19 and 61, and they all go to the bottom. All those Toyotas just left that entire outside, and that leaves the 22 and the 9 up top. And there's 4 Toyotas. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And I was just saying a couple laps ago, I mean, if they got together, they were going to be fast. And look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4 already with the leader Voltage up front.
With
leading this pack.
18 gets shuffled out of the line. That puts Smoke Zimog to 4th. And now you got some Toyotas. Oh, almost cut off the 12 with Smoke Zimog. But you got 4 Toyotas, 1, 2, 3, 4. But don't forget, you got 3 Fords lined up in positions 5, 6, and 7. Watch them to make a move, along with the 1 Chevrolet of the 9 of Will Mosley.
Seems like they tried to go to the outside, just did not have the run. Not too sure. They're really leaving 12 out there by himself, I guess, up there. But top 5 just locking bumpers.
Looks like some issues with to me, look like issues with 77 and the 22, because they have the potential to. They should be fine. They almost look like they have the potential to lose the draft. As the 20 goes to the high side, look, he got shuffled out of line, and there's the Toyota teamwork. The 18 looks to let him in line. And look at this great battle here. 61 goes to the high side, and he leaves on his right. We got 3 wide. Big Destroyer is going to put the 9 and the 20 3 wide, and they're still on the outside. 22 of Diesel Roth kept pushing them. The Fords trying to make their way to the front.
Was trying to make their way to the front, and just like that, back. I don't know what's going on with them. It seems like they get a run, and they just, as soon as they get to them, they just hit, like get an anchor on the back of their cars. I don't know.
Anchor is a great way to describe it, yeah. Toyota's on that. Toyota's still on that outside. You have Voltage, New World, along with Smoke Zimog on the outside. Noco, A-Trout, Will Mosley on the inside. They're probably going to leave Smoke Zimog here. Can he get down? And they left him. I mean, and he hates to see it. But you know that's what Toyota's trying to do, trying to get Toyota's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what they gotta do. As we're right now on lap, coming to 2 to go here. Voltage once again in first place, and his Toyota teammates looks like trying to make a pass on him.
Does not seem like anybody wants to stay content of where their position is right now. I mean, other than Voltage, that's the only guy I think that wants to stay in the position he's in right now.
Of course, I mean,
seems like everyone.
I don't know, Noco and Atro, I think they'll be fine with the top 5, but they want to try and win this thing. I see on board here with Smoke Zimog from behind the pack. Everyone, side to side, trying to find whichever lane's going to work. And you have Will Mosley trying to go to the outside, but no one wants to go with him as we're coming to the white flag.
Off of turn 4, I mean, everyone's single file, maybe gonna make a move. 861, I believe, made a peek out, but no, nothing.
Here we go. The green and white checkered will be here in one more lap. White flag for stage 2. Voltage and the Toyotas dominating right now. Can he win? Can he sweep the stages?
Can he sweep the stages? I don't know. New World Order in the 18's looking. He's looking outside. No, he's gonna stay back in line. 22's out of line trying to get something to go, but no. And here comes the 61.
A-Trout to the outside. He has followers. 77. Looks like, and they're not going to be able to get to him. He's going to try and side draft teammate in the 18. 19 gets a little squirrely. Him and the 61 make some contact. It's going to slow up that inside line. And here's going to New World trying to make him over to the outside. Not going to work. Voltage 20 will sweep the stages and prove the Toyota dominance here once again.
Toyota dominance for sure. I mean, sweeping the stage, I believe his teammates were first, second. What was the finish there? Second, third, and fourth, or whatever? Maybe fifth?
Here is the finish top 5. The guys who will get stage points for stage 2. We have. So we have. I'm trying to get here. Hopefully, once again, we cannot see the order, official order. So all we see right now is what we know, which is the Voltage first, New World Order second. And Diesel Rocky up 5th. That's all we know at the moment.
I know third or fourth was Will Mosley in the 9. I'm not sure which one he was.
We should sit here, guys. Sorry for the confusion. We will get you the top 5 finishing order for that stage here soon as we are back on the green for stage 3.
It's like the 12 already on the apron, made. I'm not
Might have
sure
an
if he's
issue.
just dropping back. I'm not sure. Maybe that's his plan. Who knows?
So I believe I think he had an issue, so I had to go to the back. So it appears that first was, of course, voltage. Second, we had New World Order. I believe third was NOCO.
I mean, we got 3 wide racing right now. Jeez. Worth
Focus on
3
that.
wide on the track.
Outside line to try to make something work, being led by Red Leg, or the 18s in the wall. That's New World Order. Him and the 19 make some contact. Oh, the 6 hard on the wall. That's Marcus E-Dub. Hard lick for the 6. That will not be a caution.
And losing the draft already. That's not how you want to start this last stage. A stage 17 laps to go that time by. So we will need a pit, I believe, here for these cars. So expect some action on pit road this section.
That could work out for Marcus. Could get a caution and have a pit road incident. Might work out for him.
Right now, find that 12. Where's he? Is he back in the middle of the pack? Yeah,
12 is mid-pack.
Looks like there's a group of like 6 or 7, and there's a group of 5 in the back here. And the 12's like in the middle of them. And here we go. We got some action. 22 up front, trying to make passes. Up to second.
We got Cameron on the 61. He's right now sitting third. Toyota affiliate bags first. We have Voltage in first. Diesel Rothgibb in second. We said A-Trout third. Battle for fourth, but that'll most likely go to Red Leg in the 60. And fifth will be that one guy in the number 1 car. Red Leg looking to the outside here. He's going to get in the wall a little bit, and that will push him to the back. I'll move that one guy to fourth, and Rowdy emerges in the top 5 with Smoke Zimog, as we saw, went to the back there, try to avoid the chaos, and here he is already back up to 6th.
Seems like he did not want to be back too far. He may have almost lost the draft and said, "I'm not doing that again." Not too sure, but
one car has
tight battle. The cars here.
They've got a great battle here. Most of them single file. Some of these guys, you see Trey in the 5, once again does not. Has had 2 straight stages of losing a draft. He does not want to have that happen again. As he will fall to the back and hopefully fall in line between the 9 and the 60. And that will keep the 60 from losing the draft potentially, but we will see. Oh, the 51, they're 3 wide. And Keffer gets into the 51 of Rowdy. Rowdy looks like he's going to fall in line here. Oh, the 5 had the dodge in there. And he's going to get in front of the 60, potentially that 51 that could lose the draft. Since he has that 60 car, he should be able to get back in line in the draft very easily. And so, like we said, guys just keep on trying to make moves, and they keep going back. And the 12 of Smoke Zimog and will go now to 4th. And back to the outside, and Diesel Rothgibb will lead for the first time here today.
That's exactly what the Ford guys in this field want to see. A Ford leading the field. Having those Toyotas out front, I mean, they were just in control of the whole race, basically. The whole front line. Wherever they went, that's where the Toyotas went. But 12 out of line. Not sure what Smoke was doing right there, but he's falling back, and he's going to fall hard. He's going to go back to like 12th or 13th.
He might not like where he was at when I saw everyone trying to make moves. One right in the back like he did before. A-Trap doing the same thing. He's going to fall back, and that leaves the 19 of NOCO to go to second. And the 1, oh, he left a little room open, and the 1 car took it as quick as he could. That 1 guy to second.
We got a second, but they're shuffling for position out here. Jousting for position. Looks like the 20, the 18 and 61 trying to make that outside work. Maybe that 20 needs to be the lead car for him on the outside. I'm not sure. It seems like every time he's out there leading the pack, like they get a run, but I'm not too sure. It looks like the inside is just going to overpower those 3 Toyotas right now.
Yep, 3 Toyotas on the outside. Not going to be able to make anything work out there. As guys in the back we have Redleg, who is just now regaining the draft, riding for about 2 laps, just trying to get back in there. He was able to find Smoke Zmog in the 51 of Rowdy and get back up there. So we have 13 cars in the pack and 1 Marcus E-Dub sitting about 10 to 15 seconds back. Nothing he could do. We're 3 wide. Whoa! 3 wide. That ain't going to work out. 9 car bumping to make, and we have a huge wreck in turn 4.
Got a huge
That
wreck.
is
That
wow.
could bring out a caution.
And we have a caution. God, we're going to get a Jerem Keffer on board here. God, that was 3 wide, 2 rows back, 3 rows back, I want to say. So they got put 3 wide in the back stretch. Jerem Keffer running by himself on the outside. They stuck up put 3 wide. It looks like, so tight room, the 5 and the 9 make contact, battling for 4th, I want to say. 9 gets in the 20, 9 shoots back down, gets the 5, and it's just all it's all gone from there. Everyone's spinning. Even had a flipping 77 on the onboard. And there's one guy who really wanted to see that, and that's Marcus E-Dub in the 6.
Marcus E-Dub in the 6. Yes, he is back in this race now. That's what he needed, and looks like they're going to be able to make it on fuel now from here on out. So going to be no pit road. No, you probably won't be seeing any cars going to hit unless they get shot down there, but
Marcus, remember, he was 14th at time of caution. I don't think damage is on, and he's running second now. So a little strategy from the 6 there and the 61, because the 61 now your leader. Of course, they'd do the same thing the 6 did. But who knows? The 6 might play some strategy, gives up front. Ooh, they are swerving back and forth. A couple contact. Ooh, 19 on the apron. That's going to slid on that inside line. That's that could prevail here.
Folks, Emog dropped to the back again for the stage. It looks like him and Redleg are in the back here as well. Like they're making their way back up through to the inside of a few cars. And, ooh, the 5 in the wall hard.
5 Trey into the wall hard. He's going to lose the pack. Once again, he's lost the draft every single stage. He did not lose the draft right there on the run before, but has now lost the draft for all 3 stages. It is unfortunate for Trey. Truck Series regular last year. And right now we have 7 laps to go to end this race.
This is going to get exciting, guys. I mean, everybody wants to win the first race of Season 2 of the Midnight Broadcasting Network. It doesn't even matter that it's Xfinity Series, man. Just you want to be the first winner.
We had 1 car on the apron. I believe that was Redleg. He's able to come back up and save it, though. As this field's kind of shaking out pretty weird. Trout, who's been top 5 most of the race, mid-pack. Right now your leader, Diesel Rothgeb, who has been up front other than stage 1, second. No Coben, mid-pack, 3rd. Jerem Keffer, who's in the back of stage 2, front stage 1 is 4th. And Big Destroyer, who's honestly kind of been in the back for most of his race. He's just kind of been chilling in the back. He's now 5th. Redleg 6th, who has been in the back for most of his race. That one guy had been mid-pack. He's now in 7th. You have the 8th place car, Will Mosley. You have 9th, who has been the dominant car. 9th place. Sorry, no, 9th place is Rowdy. We go to 10th place.
Got a battle for the lead right here. But 22 pulled out of line. 19 went with him, so did 77.
Oh, we got car on the wall, 77. 18 and 6. Set up Marcus E-Dub goes spinning through the infield. That is, I mean, I just don't think that 77 car is handling very well. It seems like every time he's up front, he pushes towards the wall, and then, like you saw right there, I believe he pushed up, and that second that inside, the 77 just struggling and handling right now.
I mean, right now we have a 61 Trout leading, Keffer second. I mean, we got rookie, I mean, for Xfinity Series Trout, and then you have Pro League driver Jerem Keffer in second. I mean, what do you think's going on in the Trout's mind right now? I mean, he's got a bunch of Pro League guys in this race. He's got one right behind him, watching every move from him.
Hold the bottom. That's what I think he's thinking. He wants to hold the bottom and just hope that his Toyota teammates get up there. As, I mean, they're pretty far back. No Toyota has lost the draft yet. But the nearest Toyota, I want to say, is Volta. It's Rowdy and Noko, who are side by side. for the 5th position are your nearest Toyotas, and Bags also following in your world. The Toyotas riding in mid-pack to the back right now. And there goes Keffer to the outside. Jerem Keffer to the lead. He has the 60 of Red Lake pushing him. But it's Jerem teammate. That one guy goes to the bottom. And A-Trout will keep the lead with that one guy in second. Here comes, what do we say? He just needs to hold the bottom until Team Toyota gets up there. And you see Bags now to 4th, or Rowdy to 3rd, Voltage to 4th, New World Order now to 6th.
I mean, you called that perfectly. He just needed to hold the bottom until he got there, and that's what he did. Even though Keffer chose the outside, had some help, and he just held the bottom, and he got some help from that one guy, and now Rowdy and Voltage are here.
Here we go, everyone trying to make aggressive moves here. The one to the apron. He will have to fall back as he got shuffled out of line. Smoke Z-Mog to the outside. Voltage to the outside. Rowdy to 2nd. And that outside, sadly, is going to fall. Rowdy goes to the outside. The outside, you see, they're trying to make it work. Rowdy's going to get a heck of a run here. 4 cars on the outside. 51. One guy's going to put him 3 wide. That puts the 51 almost in the wall. And
that's 2 to go right now.
We have 2 to go at the line right there. 3 wide still on the front stretch. A-Trout leading this race. 18 of New World trying to follow. You have that one guy in the middle. Oh, New World gets the apron. And that makes contact with the one car. 51 makes contact. Oh, and the 77 goes below the apron. There are 3 wide. Rose on, Rose back. 4 wide even. 5 wide. I believe that's for the 6th position. Jerem Kemper said, it's 2 to go. I need to get this Chevrolet up front. And sadly, Rowdy from 2nd battling for the lead gets put in the wall on that scuffle. And the 12 goes to the back as we have 1 to go. 1 to go, brought to you by the Wood and Vine Bar and Bistro. 61, I think the 18 led that lap though. New World Order to the outside in the lead. And he's going, will he leave NOCO? He does.
Oh, is he? Oh, the 61 A-Trout goes to the outside and looks like the 61's looking inside. Oh,
he's not clear.
He is the inside.
Here comes the 61 of A-Trout, has the nose running to the 18 of New World Order, being pushed by Diesel Roth, giving the 22, the 20 of New World Order, Voltage, trying to push his teammate, New World Order. Here we come. Now in turn 3. A-Trout. Looks like 20 trying to hang back, but it's not going to be enough. Little scuffle in the back. Out of turn 4, A-Trout, truck series record last year. Be his first ever start in the Xfinity Series, and he gets it done at Daytona.
Wow. Toyota.
God,
that's the stages and the win, man. That's 2 different drivers, but still, they ended up getting the most points, I guess, for manufacturer, if that's how we're doing manufacturer points, but...
That's true. I mean, you could 5 wide. That was just, as a driver, I just could not believe that was happening. As a broadcaster, I'm just shocked. But as we said, here is the finishing order for the Ronin Imports 250 at Daytona. You have A-Trout, brought home P1, Diesel Rothgeb, P2. You have Jerem Keffer in P3, New World Order P4, that one guy, P5, Big Destroyer P6 from the back in P7, Smoke Z-Mog, who's looking very solid before that stack up, will finish P8, Red Light P9, Voltage will finish P10, and we're going to see if we can get the rest of the drivers here. That's all we get is top 10, sadly.
We get top 10, we'll have to get the results for that to finish it off, but wow, that was
a crazy finish. Of course. 5 wide. We're going to have to get that clip and put it up to Twitter. 5 wide at Daytona is just impressive. So we're going to get A-Trout, Rothgeb, and Keffer. We're going to try to get them into the party here. If you could invite all 3, A-Trout, Diesel Rothgeb, and Jerem Keffer, and we will get there. I will put that in the chat as a message. 61, I forgot who even drives a 61. That is Austin Hill, never mind.
You said Trout, Keffer, and Diesel, right?
Diesel, indeed.
Hello.
Alright. A-Trap, you got a copy with us.
Yes, sir.
All right, can you first make sure your party audio, as if all 3 drivers can hear us who are joining the party, please make sure your party audio is set to always allow or allow for this party. Please make sure that. So the if you we're gonna finish your interviews here one at a time. Make sure you're.
I think we're good to go.
Good to go. All right, H-Route, Team Toyota for one. Dominated today. Toyota, I mean, there was one point I think y'all were all top 5 out of the 6 Toyotas. But how did you do it, man? I don't know if you realized what the craziness going on behind you. Y'all, they were 5 wide at one point.
I had to fight off the pack of wolves, dude. It was nuts there toward the end. Those last 3 laps couldn't finish soon enough.
Go ahead. No, you continue. You're the winner. This is your spotlight.
No, it's just you got to ride through the brake through the turns or whatever, so they don't get too far behind you. So they had that crazy run and had to block off about 3 runs there toward the end. Man, that was fun.
I mean, I think Jay could even understand the excitement that I had honestly as a driver. The fact that, I mean, it was just a crazy scene. So we had the camera where we're looking at you, but we saw your hood and it was looking at the back of the field. And it was just you looking like you're trying to hold on for dear life. And there was I
was holding on.
Oh, my Lord.
It was nuts. And, just being in the chats with some of these guys and they're explaining what the runs they got, which kind of helped me out a little bit. But, man, that was so much fun. And that Toyota power tonight was on showing.
How was your overall car, man? I mean, we always know it was good. Toyota had all had fast cars, but how was overall stage 1 and stage 2 overall the race? How were you? How'd the car feel?
It felt amazing. I think stage 1 there, me and Voltage Bags were kind of battling that one out, and he got both stage 1 and 2. That coming to the end of stage 2 was wild. I think coming out of turn 4, I was sitting 3rd and ended up finishing 6th. It was just like 4 wide there at the end of stage 2. That was nuts as well. And then I was looking forward to those green flag stops in stage 3, but we're getting a little too crazy there. I think we might have been like 4 wide there for a second, and it just bundled up on us. So we weren't able to show what we had on the pit road entrance and all that good stuff. But all in all, that was so much fun. That was a hell of a run.
That's man.
That's why they did a really good job with this game.
Oh, for sure. Show off all the runs and able to work with guys. As that was one thing, the drafting, that was another thing they showed, and Toyota showed today. Jay Hyper, do you have any questions for our race winner?
I mean, how much pressure were you going on knowing that there was so many Pro League drivers in this race, and you ended up beating them all? I mean, this one race, Daytona.
Yeah, there was a lot of pressure. I knew going in there was going to be a lot of fast guys tonight, and I was actually texting a buddy of mine earlier today before the race, and I was like, this is going to be fun with all these Pro League guys in here and just, showcasing what I got. And just, honestly, I wasn't expecting to get a win, but I just wanted to hang in there and be there at the end. And luckily for me, it worked out for me there toward the end. It was fun. Lots of pressure, but lots of fun, too.
Gotcha, man. So first of all, just one more question before you head off. How does it feel to be the first winner of season 2 at MBN?
It feels amazing, man. I'm happy to be here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this season pans out. I just want to say thank you guys for letting me join in on the fun tonight in the season.
For sure, man. So that was H-Route, driver number 61 at Toyota Supra for Joe Gibbs Racing. Thank you for your time, H-Route, and congrats on the win.
Yeah, guys. Thank you. Thank you again for broadcasting. Y'all do an amazing job. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Bob. I think second place was the 22. Diesel Rothgeb?
Yeah, buddy.
Did we got the party audio sent to allow?
Yeah.
Thank you. This is Diesel_Rothgeb, driver the number 22 Ford Mustang in the Ronin Imports National Series Diesel. The Fords are outnumbered, you could say the least. It seems that for every stage, somehow the Fords would get shaken up. The 6 was involved in a lot of wrecks. I don't think many to his own fault. 60 was, got separated a lot. 12 just wanted to chill and hang in the back. And you still able to come away with a second place finish. How'd you do it, man?
Well, there at the beginning, kind of got shuffled back, lost the draft. I was like 6 seconds back. Kind of got together with a couple cars, able to, draft our way back up. At least, we were closing into like 4 seconds, I think. And then that last restart, I probably messed it up a little bit. Went a little too soon on the outside, then got shuffled all the way back to the end of the line. And then just kind of had to fight from there. I don't know what happened going on the backstretch with like 2 to go. It was like 5 wide.
Oh my
I just
god.
kept the left tires. I kept the left tires on the yellow line. I think Big D got thrown below the yellow line. I wasn't letting him back up. I know he's a teammate, but whatever.
Penske feel it. It's fine.
Yeah. Fords, man, I didn't see any Fords. Like, all I was seeing in front of me was freaking a straight line of Toyotas.
That's how we felt broadcasting the entire race. Was there's Toyota. There weren't many. I think Chevrolets were the ones that got outnumbered the most. I believe there's like 4 Chevrolets, and 6 Toyotas, and then 5 Fords. I want to say. But still, you were to make it work for second place. Jay, do you have any questions for our second place finisher?
I mean, how would you say the race went, being as a Ford, other than, I mean, being outnumbered by all the Toyotas and Chevys out there on the track?
I think it was pretty good. I don't know much about the first stage because, like I said, I was running on the bottom in a straight line with like 3 or 4 cars. So I don't really know how good that racing was. Stage 2 wasn't bad. Stage 3 got a little crazy, but it was a little hard finding people to go with because I knew I was in the party with the Toyota guys, and they were all working together. Timing runs and stuff. And I didn't really have that. I think Big D was the only one that I was able to talk to, and we were never really together to be able to do anything. And even then, 2 cars on the outside really ain't going to do anything. You need like at least 4 or 5 up there to get any substantial run, but I was able to capitalize on the backstretch when everybody started trying to make a move. I think they went 5 different directions, and I just went on the bottom.
All right, Diesel. Anything else you want to say regarding your team, how your race went overall, just the race in general, league in general? Anything else you want to say before you go on to third?
No, man. Looking forward to season 2. Good start. So hopefully we continue that momentum.
All right, that was Diesel Rothgeb, driver number 22, Money Lion Ford Mustang, and also driver of the number 2 Pennzoil Ford Mustang NASCAR Pro League. Is there anything you want to say about that, Corey?
It's going to be good Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the proof is in the Pennzoil. Well, thank you for your time, Diesel. The proof is in the Pennzoil. That is true. All right. Now we go to the maniac, you could say. Pretty sure Keffer put it 3 wide plus, even the 5 wide incident, about 3 times tonight. And it worked out. I'm pretty sure he went from, Keffer, I don't know if you can relate to us. Please make sure your party audio is always loud, please.
I do.
For sure, 9th to 3rd, I want to say, with 2 to go. I don't know if that's wrong, but I just saw a 7 car go from the back to 3rd. Mr. Excitement, you could say that. How was your overall race?
It was alright, I mean, it was fun. Tried to make a little 3 wide pass there to end stage 1. I felt like the race was all the Toyotas were just lining up and not really racing, so we had a shot there. So I said, hell, I'm just gonna put it in there 3 wide. And I thought, like I said, it's perspective. I thought I held the line pretty well and felt like the 61 kind of got into me, but it is what it is. We're all racing 3 wides for first race of the season and a new game and stuff. And we didn't really wreck. We just kind of lost position. So no big deal there. Then second stage just got shuffled to the back. With some contact again. No big deal. And then Rowdy and I New World Order and I worked our way together along with Red Leg. We actually were back there drafting at the end of stage 2. And we were making great time. We went from 5 seconds and then the last lap, I think we were down to about 1 second or 2, 1 or 2 seconds from the field. So if we had a few more laps, maybe they'll do something. But then that last stage, dude, that was just free for all city. You just had to go where you could. Honestly, it just got to the point where, look, if you let out of the gas to try to give a little bit of space, because it happened to me a couple of times. You let out of the gas, and you crack the throttle just a shade, you're done. You know, you're going to the back, or you try to make a move to the outside and nobody goes with you. You better get back down in, or you're going to the back. So the last couple laps there, I just said I'm gonna send it, and that 5 wide, dude. I don't think that was 2 laps ago. I'm pretty sure I was in 9th coming out of turn 4. And then third. I mean, I just got a crazy run. A couple guys made contact. There was a hole. I said I'm gonna go. It was like the Michael Annett challenge, and then it's like it just like opened up, and my car went through, and I had somebody, I think Will or somebody, pushing me from behind, and I don't know how it worked out. I just expected to wreck, have a big crash, but it just never happened, and somehow I got third. That was crazy. So glad that worked out.
I will say, this is a good or bad thing. You were involved in, I guess you could say, both wrecks, but both wrecks were just. I think the one they were 3 wide, 3 rows back, which is not expected.
Yeah.
And then
that one, I think someone just kind of we were fine, and then someone kind of washed up
the bottom line.
Yeah, bit.
Bottom line got the middle line.
And that's the thing, man. And that's one thing we'll learn, and we'll you know, some of us have been playing this long, obviously, right? Some of the guys will see, like, you know, the apron's not what it used to be. The apron, and like Heat 3, you touched it, you were probably going around. You know what I mean, by yourself. And on this game, if you touch the apron, you know, it's shooting you back up the track. And I saw a lot of guys, especially on restarts, like nailing the apron. So that's something that the more we run, the more we race, you know, I'm sure we'll get better, and we'll be able to do more 3 wide, 4 wide stuff. So, yeah.
Jay, do you have any questions for our 3rd place finisher in JRM Kepler?
I don't have any questions, but I just want to confirm that you were 11th with 2 to go. Crossing the line.
Wait, that's
that was luck, dude. That was luck. Like I said, I just kept the gas down and saw a hole and went. And I don't know if I wrecked anybody. I just said I'm going. You know. So
wait, are you saying like as soon as we hit 2 to go on the flag, he was 11th, or?
Yeah.
That's so. Okay, we'll make sure. Look out for our Twitter page in the coming days. We'll make sure to hopefully get that the last 2 laps saved from our perspective and from the JRM Kepler excitement camera. But Jason, do you got any last words to say to the viewers watching, you know, about JRM today, about your car, anything?
You talking about for midnight?
Just in general, yeah, just in general. Anybody, the viewers, your team, your car, anything?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think our team had an overall decent day. Kind of wish my teammate in the 1 would have went with me earlier. On the outside, Red Leg went, and then my teammate left us high and dry. And that's what put us back there 11th. You know, have to drive through the field like that, but overall, I mean, I thought the race overall was pretty good. Like I said, it's first race, and there's some things and whatnot, but pretty good. And hope everyone tunes in Wednesday night for the Pro League race, man. Gonna have that Flip-Time Chevrolet looking good. So actually, gotta go practice right now for it. So
yeah, I have to hurry up. But also, that was Jerem Kepler of driver number 7, Brandt. Jerem, number 7 Camaro. Thank you for your time, Jason. All right, Jay. Well, that's all the interviews. Any post-race thoughts? I mean, I could have been happy with the overall race, just how it was. Could have been happy with it. Probably, if it was a Jeff Gluck review, probably would have rated it around a 65, 70 if it was good. But after that last 2 laps, man, that was fantastic. What were your overall thoughts on probably the first ever race of season 2 for Team MBN?
I mean, the first 2 stages where Toyotas were working together, they had a game plan. I mean, even in the post-race interviews, Diesel Rothko said that the Toyotas had a game plan. They were working together. And that, another thing I want to say is about that. That stage 3, though, that was just chaotic. That was every man for themselves, basically.
Mm-hmm.
About the 5 wide, that was 2 to go. That was after they crossed 2 to go. So that was about, on the back straight, about a lap and a half. The guys that were on the 2nd row and the 4th row ended up finishing 2nd and 3rd. Of that 5 wide.
That is Jay Harper with the stats. Thank you for doing that while we were doing interviews. But I thought it was overall, I thought it was a good race. It sucks to go about Marcus. He got messed up a good bit. Trey got messed up a good bit. Overall, great racing, though. We saw a lot of 3 wide. They said one of the cautions was pretty much because one driver got the apron, if he probably hit that on heat 3, I don't know, he probably would have just went down the track and just kept it on the grass. He hit that, brought back up, got the pack. But they were 3x3x3. That was one wreck, and then they were 5 wide at one point for. That's just unbelievable. Okay, well, you can tell my excitement. We'll make sure to get it. Make sure to look up for our Twitter page at @team_MBN. We'll try and get that the final 2 laps clipped with our point of view and the Jerem Keffer point of view, so you guys can see. But overall, I want to thank everybody for tuning in for race number. Sorry, I forgot to go to that 61. For race number 1 of 22, I know the title starts at 26, but it's race 1 of 22 of the Team MBN Ronin Imports National Series season. Congrats once again on the winner, number 61 of A-Trout. Last year he was a Truck Series regular, and now his first full-time season in the Xfinity Series, and he gets the win at Daytona. This has been Slay G84 and Jay Hyper signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll catch you guys next time.